Single 40 podcast. What's up, Glenn?
Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back.
We're back. We're back from the trip about a week. So, time to podcast and recap the May 7th trip.
Yeah, man, I knew we were gonna be here before we knew it. So we're
Man,
back.
goes by too fast.
What's crazy is the week. I mean, we got back last week, and we haven't been back a full week, and I'm just like, fuck. When's the next one, right?
Yeah, when's the next one? So let's get into this one, man. It was a great time, as always.
Yeah, good trip, man. We had a bigger group, obviously, and but going there too with Joey was able to come back with us on this one, so and then Alan met us over there, so yeah, it was good to see everyone. I had a good time.
I mean, we kind of got a lot to cover, I guess. But I mean, let's start out. I mean, first night, let's shout out to the Atlantis group, Dollhouse in Atlantis. Jamie and Steve, those guys are awesome, great hosts. They rolled out the red carpet for us. We started night one at Dollhouse for the first stop on the bar hopping event.
Yeah, I mean, the remodel is awesome, nice, like basically exactly what he was telling us. And it's kind of crazy to think we were in December when we were like going in there, they were remodeling it. And no, I'm glad we got to go back and check it out. It was definitely a good time.
So the cool thing is, like, well, first of all, we wanted to interview some of the subscribers and people that showed up, which didn't happen the first night. It was such a mess of people. What I did is we walked into Dollhouse and we basically Jamie gave us the whole upstairs, right, the whole VIP area for our party, and I stayed at the bottom of the stairs and like thanked everybody as they walked in. Unfortunately, I got like 25, 30 people's names, so I don't remember anyone's name because I'm horrible at that. I do remember a couple we'll shout out, but yeah, so I got to, say hello to everybody and thank them for coming. And then the Dollhouse was fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, it was like along the railing and stuff, it was kind of tight because obviously there's not a lot of room, but in that little area where the couches are and stuff and the pool tables, like it was like a nice little lounge area. So
I do got to shout out the Southern California boys. I want to say they're from Rialto, Moreno Valley, Riverside area. So I'm standing there at Dollhouse and people are walking in and I noticed this guy has a shirt that says "Make It Count." Not the shirt we just designed, like his own shirt. And I start talking to him and he's just like, "Yeah, dude." And I quickly put together who he was because his profile picture on YouTube, he's got my favorite car, which is a 64 Impala. So instantly I put together who he was. His name was Glenn like yours, and him and his buddy were there for the party. Awesome guys, dude.
yeah, no, I'm glad I came across them, and yeah, we were talking, and I mean, like positive guys, fucking his buddy, just fucking having the time of his life, and kept just being like, "This is awesome," and no,
Yeah, thank you those guys for showing up and they're super grateful, which is always awesome. And hope you guys can join every time we go. I mean, you guys are the reason we do this shit. Like,
yeah, no,
you guys are awesome.
Yeah, I mean, even the first time when we went back into, what was it, December, and we met people, it was cool. But like this time around, like there was more people, and yeah, no.
And then the second night they came out and Glenn had a shirt on that said "Weekend Millionaire." I was like, dude, you are the family, bro. Like,
yeah,
much love to Glenn and his buddy.
yeah, no, it was good times, and hopefully the rest of their trips. I think they were heading out to like Thailand or something, or
Yeah, they had some cool plans. Like they're frequent travelers over there, so they fit right in with our crew.
So hopefully they had a good time the rest of their trip. But
so yeah, back to Dollhouse. I mean, place looked beautiful. Tons of girls working. It was a great time. They were great hosts. We were there for like an hour and a half. It was a good time. And then we went over to Avalon, and Chris, the manager over there, rolled out the red carpet for us, and we had a pretty good goddamn time at Avalon.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like how the setup, because it's, it's kind of open. So, I mean, it didn't feel too packed. I mean, there was a lot of people. Obviously, our groups got bigger, and yeah, I'm always in awe of just like I haven't even looked through all the footage that we filmed, but yeah, like just a ton of people and good times, man.
Funny thing, like before we went over there, I was messing with Chris, and he asked, "Do you want me to reserve any like special seating?" And I'm like, "Well, no, we're pretty much going to take the whole place over." But I was like, "Hey, the long table right in front of the bar, which I remembered, I'm like, you could reserve that one, and we'll just sit the family down there." So like a bunch of Filipino people start sitting there, and he tries to stop them. I guess because he's thinking like, I'm white and I've got a bunch of white people. And when I rolled up, he's just like, "Oh, I didn't realize you rolled all Filipinos." It's like, bro, yeah, everybody comes, man.
That's like our entourage.
Yeah, it's a fucking family. So that was kind of funny. But yeah, that was a good spot. I mean, they always put on a good show, and it was a lot of fun in that
Yeah,
place.
no, it was. I mean, by the time we got there, I mean, it didn't take much for me. I don't drink, so I was feeling pretty good. And yeah, I mean, just it was a positive vibe, a positive group of people. So it was always a good time.
And from there, we had told everybody we were going to head to XS. That kind of fell through at the last minute. I don't want to go into why it fell through, other than it didn't align with us and didn't align with what we're trying to do. So we, walked out of Avalon. I should have had MC Vaughn announce it. I just thought the pack would follow the pack, but I guess we had such a big pack when we started leaving. Some people went left, some people went right. The ones that went left went to XS. The rest of us went to Sky. They figured it out and came and joined us at Sky. So, anyways, we finished the night at Sky. But that's on me for not having an announcement of where we were headed next. It kind of was a last minute move. So I apologize if you went over to XS and we didn't come and you had to come find us. So that's on me.
Yeah, I mean, I think by that point I was just moving with the group and the
As
group.
was I thought everybody else would. But I mean, we pumped it up so much that those were going to be the three stops. Like that was my
Yeah, it was our fault or not.
unprofessional, move on that. But yeah, we definitely won't do that next time. That's the problem with when we did the first big event, like we didn't have a set plan, and a lot of people commented like have a set plan,
Yeah,
and you have a set plan, and then when it changes on the fly, which it can over there for many different reasons, you kind of put yourself in that position. But what I could have done is like, and we should do from now on is, and we do sometimes just have MC Vaughn.
just say where we're going
Hey,
next.
single 40 party's leaving. We're headed here next.
Yeah,
Kind of like when we left the pool party and went to Sky. But if you ever have trouble finding us, at the end of the night, we're going to be at Sky. So, anyways, but so back to Sky. The problem with Sky for us is we overtook it way. We had too many people.
yeah.
Like it wasn't even comfortable.
I don't think there wasn't anywhere to sit, and yeah, that place is tiny. So I think I was over by the bar because that's where the AC was. But
So yeah, then the second day we didn't have an event, but me and Glenn did a bunch of podcasts, and we got to shoot at Dollhouse on the second floor, which was awesome. So thanks again to Steve and Jamie for letting us do that. It was kind of interesting because like they're trying to get ready to open the bar, so there's a little bit of background noise, but I thought it was really cool
yeah, I
aesthetically to
mean,
be.
I kind of like looked or a little bit through the. I haven't edited any of it, but yeah, I mean, it looks good. I haven't really checked the audio, but I mean, the timing on it worked out perfect because like as our last guest, when we were like wrapping up, they were like doing their performance shit and like music, and we wouldn't have been able to film any of that shit.
Yeah, we
But
got out of there right in the nick of time as
yeah,
they started their rehearsal. But yeah, we had Dr. Aon, MC Pow, Chuck Fast, who's a subscriber, Faith Lexi, who's a vlogger and a friend of ours, and then the coolest guest we've ever had, Ernest,
yeah, man.
who's a subscriber and just an awesome guy. It was really great to meet him, talk to him, and then he met up with us the next night. And
Yeah, I mean that's these trips are about, right? Like we just it's like a diverse group of people, but it doesn't matter if everyone has the same kind of mindset and positive, like just want to have a good time. It's like, I mean, it makes the whole trip. I mean, it's like when we met Keith, like that
yeah,
was like we had no idea who he was. He was a friend of Adrian. We ended up sitting down with him and doing a podcast, and dude, like I was so stoked to see him because I don't really keep in touch with him too much, you know. So when you catch up with someone, it's awesome,
it's
dude.
awesome, dude. But you're exactly right. It's like it's all about the mindset, and that's what makes our group, like, yeah, Glenn said, it's age wise diverse, race, culture, whatever, country of origin diverse, male, female diverse, sexual orientation
Yeah,
diverse. Like,
fuck,
it
I'm.
doesn't matter who you are. It's all about if you have the mindset that we have of having a good time, enjoying, showing gratitude, and doing what we do.
What about those guys that he was initially like a negative commenter,
Yes,
dude?
yes,
Fuck,
yes.
I'm terrible at names, man. But
Dude, I'm terrible at names too. I did
I
shoot a
want
little
to,
clip with them
dude. He always comments on our Instagram and shit. But no, I spent a lot of time with him over at Crystal Palace, him and his wife,
and his buddy.
and his buddy, and like, dude, they were like the coolest fucking people because they were just like positive. They were just like super like thankful for like just like I mean, we were like, yeah, dude, anyone was invited, you know. And when he came out, and
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
no,
we got to get better at names. But basically, like, yeah, when he came up to me, he said I was one of those guys that was talking shit, saying, Walking Street sucks now. It's not like the past. And then that was back before I got defensive, and I just invite, like, come
yeah,
join
yeah,
us, and he
yeah.
did, and we changed his
Dude,
whole
I think
mindset.
yeah, his wife is Filipina. He was in the military, Air Force, I believe, or Navy. I don't remember exactly, but I mean, by the end of the night, like the wife is showing me their son. He's in the military, like pictures of him and shit. Like they invited us, like if we ever need to stay somewhere. I think they live in like Clark area or something.
Good people,
Yeah, they
man.
were awesome,
And
man.
they were the ones that I talked about in another podcast. Remember, I'm like, yeah, some woman reached out to us and asked
Oh,
if a
okay.
couple could come, and I was like, anyone can come, you
Yeah,
know?
they had a good time. I mean, I don't know. I doubt they go and, have a party like that ever. Probably once in a while they go to Walking Street, but they kept, they were having a good time, man. Terrible at names, sorry, but no,
We'll
like,
find the name in
I
the
mean,
street
like,
interview we
yeah,
did with them.
yeah.
Or they'll
There's a,
comment on us and be like, "Hey, this is my name, you dickheads. How do you not
yeah,
remember?" But yeah, we met a lot of people, so we're not good with names, and we're drinking and partying, so that's our excuse. We're
yeah.
standing behind it.
No, it was good. I mean, yeah, and then I mean, we ended up going to Las Vegas on the second night, which we haven't been there in a while. We kind of pivoted after like Crystal Palace's like AC issue. Remember, it was so hot in that place, and I think we ended up just like trying to get out of there.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was.
So to back up a little bit, like how you're talking about, it's all about the people's mindset to join us. So when we were there, I got a Facebook message from somebody, and I don't know if they were male or female or what they look like because none of that was disclosed on the Facebook page. But they asked if they could come to the party and compete for the money. So I wrote back, I'm not sure what you're asking, compete for the money. There's no competition. There is a dance contest, and if you're part of that and you win, you can win money, but that's the only competition for money. And then they wrote back, no, I watch your videos. I want to come to the bar and get the money. So I wrote back to them like, the money rain, if that's what you're referring to, that is for the people that are working in the bar we're at. It's not for guests or people that come with
Okay.
us. And then I didn't hear back from the person. Then a week later, I'm looking at our Facebook, and this motherfucker starts commenting on every single one of our Facebook posts like, these guys are liars. Not everyone's welcome to join. And I'm just
What?
like, you are welcome to join. You're just not welcome to try to take the money ring because it's not for you. So obviously, somebody that doesn't understand what we're doing and doesn't understand our mindset. So no, it's not for you. Like, stay home.
Yeah, I mean, it's not for everyone, right? Like we had a guy who was part of the group and came because we invited everyone, and then he shit on us, right? Like he said some shit like this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like I mean,
Steve Guapo, that hunchback.
well, it's just like I mean, whatever.
He said
But
I was at the party. It was lame. It's like, okay, well then don't come next time, bud.
yeah,
Leave.
I mean, why would he though if everything's paid for? He probably like. But I mean, yeah, you're never gonna please like those type of people, and those aren't people we want to fucking hang with anyways.
Yeah, if
So
you don't like our party, that's fine. Just don't
yeah,
come. It's
so.
not that fucking.
Not that it's not serious stuff here, but yeah, no, but like, who would do that, right? Like, it's like, yeah, dude, if you came and you didn't like it and you left, cool, we never hear from you. But like to like comment and like talk shit like after the fact, like that's what's weird to me.
Yeah, and I bet you he wasn't even there, but who knows? I mean, you see what we do on the videos, and it's like if that doesn't look fun to you, I don't know why you'd show up. Like, I can totally understand if it's not for you. Like, I get it. Like, you see the
Yeah,
video and you're like, that doesn't look like fun for what I like. Okay, that's cool. Like, everyone has their preference.
well, I mean that's it.
But I don't see how you watch the video, come there, experience, and then say it's lame. It's like it's pretty much just like the video is, but
Yeah,
fuck it. Anyways, night two, same group pretty much, and we went to start at Atlantis, which
seemed
was
like a smaller group, which
it could have been.
yeah,
I'm not taking a head count,
yeah,
right?
yeah, no, it just like the vibe, like it wasn't like walking out on the street. It seemed like a smaller group, but it could have been the same. Who knows?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we went out on the street, but I think that it kind of grew bigger as we went
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
So we went to Atlantis first, and Atlantis is always awesome. We took over the second floor as always, and had a great time there. And then from there we went over to Crystal Palace, which unfortunately their AC wasn't working, which kind of made it rough. And I don't want to shit on them, but it's like, guys, you got to have your aircon working in the middle of summer
Yeah,
when
it
it's
was
so
rough,
hot.
dude. I mean, it was already, I mean, it's fucking hot in the Philippines during that time anyways. So, I mean, I was sweating like profusely. I remember being like, I think I sent someone to go like check out Vegas because I was like, hey, like they always have good
No, you
AC.
did. You sent a recon team,
Yeah, I
right?
was like, dude, let's like go check that place out, see if we could fit everyone. And they're like, yeah, it's all open. And I was like, let's go.
I
I
mean,
mean, we had that event so that we couldn't just take off, but
the funny thing, if this was like 3 or 4 years ago before we started the channel, if we would have walked into Crystal Palace and it felt that heat, we would have never stayed.
yeah, I mean,
But we committed to going and being part of their dance contest, so like we had to see it through, which we did. But Thankfully, Glenn got smart and sent a recon team to
Yeah, I
Las
think I was
Vegas.
sobering up because I was sweating so much. But
So yeah, the plan that night was not Vegas wasn't part of it. So again, we
yeah,
switched it up. But that time I got smart and I had MC Vaughn let everybody know we were going to Vegas. And like after Glenn's recon team came back and reported it's wide open and it's cool, we're like, let's roll.
yeah. I mean, and the night ended up being, it was a good time there. Like I hadn't been there in over a
Yeah.
year or so, so
No,
it
shout
was.
out to Las Vegas. They've always been gracious hosts. We just show up there. It's never planned. They let us
And the
film.
best is like, I want to say, because we went there and it was chaotic, right? So like, I found like that one waitress, and I like gave her instruction, like basically like this is like where we're trying to get with the bill, like one bill. Basically, you give all the tags to this person, and like she followed the directions and had everyone, all those waitresses were all like basically there was no issue. So I was surprised because usually when we go into a place and they're not ready, it's like it's a mess.
Oh yeah, especially with the size of the party
Yeah, and
now. I
everyone's
mean,
ordering drinks and shit. So.
and that's why I got to give shots out to the Atlantis group and Chris over at Avalon because like we communicated with them beforehand to keep this thing in line, if you will, and they did a great job. They
Yeah.
they kept the bill where we needed it. They made sure we were getting what we paid for, and so I mean
I mean, even like,
appreciate all you
yeah, even
guys.
at Atlantis, like when things kind of like, took a turn where like people were trying to order certain drinks for certain, like, and basically they asked before they just started doing it. And so like it was awesome that they were communicating with us, letting us know what was going on over there.
Yeah, I mean they're trying to protect us, which we appreciate, because
Yeah.
unfortunately, as this thing scales and these parties get bigger, we run into these types of issues. And obviously, mine and Glenn's mantra is like anybody can join. We're going to open up a bar tab for everybody, but people always find a way to take advantage, I guess.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So, but I mean, that's why, that's why it's hard for me to, but I guess we've created such a relationship where people aren't looking to screw us over, but like when people like go right away and like, oh, this place sucks, it's a scam, or it's like, well, have you ever tried to like create a relationship with anyone there besides just, getting pissed all the time? So,
Oh, exactly. And that's we have a great relationship with Chris at Wolfpack Group and Steve and Jamie at Atlantis Group, and they value our business as we value their hospitality, and they help us with the party and try to make sure we're getting what we're paying for, and they did, and I appreciate those guys, and we're
and you
gonna
don't need it
keep doing
you don't
that.
necessarily need to have like a huge party to like have these people watch what if you go in there and talk up with the chat with the person, your waitress, and you just explain to them like, hey, this is my budget for tonight, like I might get a little sauced up and but keep it in like they're gonna do it,
Yeah, let me know when I hit ten
so you don't
thousand
need
or
like
eight
you don't
thousand.
need to spend a bunch of money, you just need to be a decent person, right? So
No, that's it, man.
that's it.
So I mean, the trip was a success. We don't have a date for our next one yet. Obviously, like we've talked about, mine and Glenn's work schedule has been uprooted and changed. So I don't know when we're gonna get back, but once we do figure that out, we are gonna go to Korea though. We'll talk about that on another podcast. Like we're excited to go check out South Korea and visit that place. And that's are we gonna stop in Angeles before? I don't know yet, but we're definitely gonna go check out Korea here in the next 6 months.
Yeah, we gotta travel as much as we can before they fucking fuck with us and like energy crisis or whatever the fuck's going on in the world.
And for all the haters that say like get out of Angeles and go see the rest of the country, we went to Boracay after Angeles as we do often, and we had a great time there.
Fucking awesome time, man.
Check
Like
out Passport Ready or My Philippines channel for that experience. You're not going to see that experience on Single at
I don't think
40.
I ever want to like go to those islands not like during the rainy season. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
even though it was super hot, like I mean that trip. I mean the weather there like brought me back to like when we used to go like during that summertime. I mean we would go like maybe end of May or early June normally, and we would still catch like good weather. But yeah, it was good weather, man. And when it's good weather, fuck.
so yeah. Pro tip: you want to visit the islands of the Philippines for beach, ocean, that type of environment. March through fucking May.
Yeah, it
It's
was
summer. It's hot as shit,
like you
but
could
there's
get
no
lucky. Yeah,
rain.
you could get lucky during the rainy season. We have like certain months, but it's hit or miss, man. And you just, but when you go and it's like fucking,
The ocean's calm too. I
yeah,
mean,
that's what,
Boracay, the ocean was like a lake.
yeah, it was awesome, dude. Yeah, it was rough to come back. Normally it's like, I'm always like, oh, I'm ready to come back after a couple, days. But this trip, towards the end too, like we spent a couple days at Conrad relaxing and we did some stuff, in the city, and I was just like getting closer. Hopefully, getting closer to that mindset of maybe moving.
It was a good trip, man, and thanks for all the subscribers and supporters that came to the party. Like you're the reason we do it. It's the positive ones that align with us. We're just trying to find more of you, but you guys are awesome, and thank you guys.
Yeah, man. As long as every time we go there, we meet people like Glenn and his buddy, and even if it's just like one or two people, we met. Fuck, we didn't give a shout out to the guy from Gila, or he's from Waipahu.
By
Yeah,
Pahu,
yeah,
Edgar.
Edgar, dude.
Yeah, another cool ass
Yeah,
guy.
dude. Like, he was just talking to him randomly in Atlantis, and the guy tells me he's from Waipahu. I was like, what? And he said he's like watched our stuff, and he comes to the Philippines like, what was it? Like he's been coming for a while now,
Yeah, he
and
said he took a break probably around the pandemic, and then he started coming back.
but he's like
So
got the same mindset, likes to fucking do the same shit we do, give and without expectations and have a fun. Like, yeah, we talked to him briefly, but fuck, it was awesome. That was cool.
yeah, and then the guy Chuck, and then a couple other people. Some of Mikey's old group that we met for the first time. There were guys from Hawaii that were there that I hadn't met before. And then
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
it was
And
good
then
catching up with Sammy, who's
yeah,
off and on living there and coming back to Hawaii. So yeah, no, a lot of good people. It was a good time. I mean, the t-shirts went extremely fast as they always do. It's great to see Amy. Carousel Hotel did a great job as they always do. That is our spot we stay at.
yeah. I mean, it was a short trip, but yeah, definitely everything. We got to sit down with people in that dollhouse, so that was cool. And you just never know what to expect, right? And like good catching up with Lexi and her new channel.
Well, one thing I wanted to ask you about before we conclude this thing, like, so we were there for 3 nights, right? And we did the bar hopping 2 nights in a row. We've done bar hopping and then sponsored party. And I get a lot of messages like in the night in between, like, there's no plans tonight, and for me, it's like I don't like to go back to back. Like I want to recover and feel good. But I also think like if we just did this every single night, it would kind of take the lure away from it, right? I mean, am I wrong to think that?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've done back to back, and it like at least for me, like, cause I mean,
Well, not even just back to back. Like, say we're there for 3 days and we did 3 nights of events, or if we were there for 4 days, we did 4 nights of events. Like, I'm kind of thinking like one big event and just make it awesome, and then come back, 3, 4 months later, do it again. Because I don't want to like wear out the coolness of
oh
it,
yeah, yeah. Well, I think we've done that too, where we before the channel. Remember when we would go and then we'd like be like, dude, we're not gonna come back for a while because we either fucking blew a bunch of money or we went like we were there longer than we wanted to. But yeah, I mean, I'm good with like one huge party. It doesn't matter.
Well, I would
But
love to hear what the in the comments what people think. Should we just do one massive, huge bar hopping night, or should we do like we did this last one, break it up over 2 nights? Or I'm just curious. Like, I think if you just kept doing it back to back to back, it would kind of lose the like you said, the second night there didn't seem to be as many people, right?
yeah,
So it's like,
well, people got stuff going on, and at least for me too, like I can't just have like a couple and chill. Like I'm always,
yeah, yeah, you could go
yeah, well,
hard,
I go
right?
hard because I get fired up because it's like, it's a big like I just like to have a good time, and yeah, I'm usually pretty wrecked the next day, but the in between days I was fine actually, but definitely, I mean and that's the thing too. It's like because eventually we're probably gonna just go to the same bars too, right? Because the bigger the group and the people like I mean these are the places that we're gonna end up going to and it's
I
like
mean, the problem is space, right? Like,
yeah,
I would love to go to every single bar on the street, but like, even when I was chatting with Chris from Avalon, like, we were trying to find another location, and like, he was telling me the other bars at Wolfpack like are just way too small to,
yeah,
and Sky is tiny, right?
well
And
that's like
it
starting to
was
like
too small for how many people we had there the first night. Like, it
yeah,
was literally too small. It was borderline that the last trip in December, and then this time it was like you couldn't even
well because I
move,
mean there's
dude.
obviously people in there already,
But
so
yeah, when
yeah,
you show up with like 70 people, it's like it's just not comfortable. Nobody's having fun, and we're all about having fun and making it a
yeah,
good experience. And I don't want to shit on Sky. We love that place, but it's just you got to have a certain amount of space, and like that's why Atlantis is just fucking perfect.
yeah,
That
because
whole upper deck, and it's like you can back off and sit behind the stage. You can sit on the railing, and even Dollhouse as well. Avalon's big enough, and Vegas was big enough, and even Crystal Palace is big enough. But you start limiting to size, it's like I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know if there's a lot of other places that can house the party.
and that's it. I mean, and then it's like how much footage of the same, the same shit going on. So, but yeah, I guess we'll figure it out once we start planning. But
Anyways, talking about now is making me miss it, making me want to go back. So we need to wrap this thing up because we
yeah,
got some time before we can go
sheesh.
back.
It's literally been a week, and
Yeah, we've
fuck,
been home a week,
it's
and now it feels
crazy.
like we've been home a month.
Yeah, it's wild, man.
And
Especially
there's
once you get like, I mean, we basically landed Sunday, and we went to work the next day. Like I've just been in like this.
well, back in the day too, we'd always have the next trip planned before we came home from the current trip, and due to our changing schedule, we can't do that. And it's like it makes it harder
Yeah,
mentally.
yeah, yeah,
I
no, it
mean,
definitely is.
because it's like we're like sitting at the airport in Manila to fly back to Hawaii, and we're like, 91 days, we'll be back. Like, fuck
Yeah,
it, you know.
that's
So now
it.
we're sitting at the airport, like, fuck, I don't know when we're gonna be back. How long is it gonna be?
Yeah. So,
But anyways, thank you for everyone that came out. Thank you for watching this. All of our podcast guests in the Angeles that are wondering why we haven't put it out yet, we will. You know, we got back a week ago. Me and Glenn got entrenched back in work. He's got to edit all these things up. So in the next, call it the next, couple weeks, we'll start putting them out one by one. So it might take a month or so to get all these things out, but they'll come out.
yeah, we
Everyone will get
wanted
to see
to
them.
like sit down and like recap the trip, and because obviously it's like fresh in our mind, and obviously before we start throwing out the other ones, but and it just gives us content, right? Because
Yeah, and those
um,
ones are timeless. Like you
yeah,
said, we had to recap the trip why it was fresh on our minds, and plus we wanted to do it within the first week. And we have another topic we're going to podcast about that's kind of fresh too. But like those ones are all timeless, meaning it's us just talking with guests and getting to know their story, so we can release them at any time in regards to that. And we
yeah,
will. And thank you guys for all meeting us and podcasting with us. And just be patient. We'll get them out. We know you
yeah.
guys want to see them. We want to see them too,
So,
but it's a lot of work. So,
all
all right,
right,
guys, thanks for tuning in.
thanks, guys. Yeah.